Yo, welcome everyone to the Super Friends Show. Did we start yet? Yo, where I forget? Yo, welcome everyone. We on? Yo, welcome everyone to the Super Friends Show. There go my feedback. What's good, Lawrence? How you, man? Everything good?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, man. Everybody's been traveling. I think you wanted us to start the show. I don't know if we on. I guess we on. I see it live on the joint. So yeah, welcome everybody to the Super Friends Show. Right now we got Afi Kingdom in the building, Lawrence D. Adams, and myself, the Red Pill Chauvinist. I appreciate everybody who came in, man. Actually, let's hold up for people, man. I wish I could throw a song on or something like that. But yeah, man. So, hey, Lawrence, yo, real quick, yo, let the people know, man, how your trip been, man. How you been enjoying yourself? People, man. I wish I could throw a song on or something like that.
This off. 1 second. Shoot.
So most people start their
second because it's
really wish I could throw a song on or something like that.
Okay.
Y'all need a song?
Yeah, throw a song on real quick, because ain't nobody in the chat right now.
All right, got you. I'm going to play some epic shit I was playing earlier. I was on my epic shit. Let me see. Set the tone, man. Was that epic enough for y'all or what?
Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's how you bring in. That's how you bring in a grand show, man. Worldwide show, man.
Yeah. Epic.
Hey, yo, like I said before, man. Welcome everybody to the Super Friends Show. You know what I mean? Every Sunday, we're here to give it to you, man. We dedicate our time, drop red pills, drop knowledge, drop everything, man. It ain't all about women, man, but we could talk about all that. But we got Afi Kingdom in the building. We got Lawrence D. Adams, and of course, your braggadocious yet very humble host, the Red Pill Chauvinist. Now, we got Afi Kingdom, who just came from Brazil. You know what I mean? with a, from Brazil with a team. If you follow him on YouTube, you know what I mean, you'll see what kind of fun he had out there. And we also got Lawrence D. Adams. He's also in a distant land right now. Look at him. From all the fun. Look at him. It's all good. Yeah, I was gonna even say, man, since we started late, man, we should only make this joint like an hour, man. You know what I mean? Drop some gems real quick, you know what I'm saying, and keep it moving.
Title
Yeah.
Sudden Death Mode.
Yeah.
That's the
Say what up?
Sudden Death Super Friends.
Yeah. Sudden death super friends, man. So I think the best way to do it is, Africa, tell the peoples about his time in Brazil. That Lawrence D. Adams could talk about his time, where he's at, and then we'll see how much time we have after that.
Here, Lawrence, you go first.
Ooh, you see me yawning. Jeez, I am tired. So I'm down here in Tampa. It's actually been good. It's my first time ever coming to Tampa, and I think the first night I went to the beach. I can't remember after that. Then the next night I went on a little cruise ship to go, not a little cruise ship, but a little dinner out to go watch the sunset. Came back. The next day went kayaking. We're kayaking in this little river. And while I'm kayaking, trying to wait for her, and I grabbed a branch and my kayak flipped over. So I was like a little dog trying to hold on, and everything got wet. I mean, I got soaked. So while she's looking, she's like, hey, look. My wallet was floating past me. So I said, you know what, this is crazy. I said, I couldn't do nothing but laugh. So I grabbed my wallet because I was in a deep area and there was an undercurrent that was going on. I had to go to the other side where the water was shallow to actually flip the kayak back around and then get back in it, laugh, and then head back upstream. So it was just like, it was a crazy experience. So it was the best. Then today, when jet skiing, and then sat on the beach and I worked on my tan. That was my whole mission, to get to the beach and work on my tan. But the kayaking was wonderful, man. I wouldn't trade that for anything. Yeah, so it was good. It was definitely good. But now I'm just relaxing in the hotel. Leave out tomorrow morning. Or tomorrow, head back to the land, as we call it up there. Head back up to the land, and trying to plan another one.
Hey, yo, I want everybody to realize what Lawrence D. Adams said. After he talked about seeing his wallet floating in the water, at the end of that whole story, what did he say? I had a great experience. See that? Most people will go through things. I've been going to get into his situation too. But most people go through things and then, that'll ruin their whole vacation or ruin the day or whatever the case may be, man. Like when you're on vacation, shit still happens, man. Shit can still hit the fan.
Man, I'm telling you.
Shit can still hit the fan, man. You gotta, be able to keep it moving, man.
You know what,
still enjoy the moment, man. Have a forgettable experience.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's all about emotion that you put behind it, man. Back to being controlling at that point too. When you have, go ahead.
I was saying that it was so funny. I couldn't drive. I have my Pumas. That's what I wear. I have my Pumas, and it's a delay.
You must have a delay or something.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yo, go ahead, Lawrence. You got something to say? Go ahead.
Anyway, my Pumas got completely soaked, and I was supposed to wear my flip flops, and my Pumas are completely soaked. I said, on my end.
Yeah. No, yeah. There might be a little bit delay. Yeah, if you're just hearing that now, yeah, there's a delay. Oh, shit. Yes, sir.
Can you hear us now? Hello?
Yo, I can hear you, but just know that you're on a delay. No big deal.
Yeah, so what I was saying, man, I was supposed to wear my flip flops on the kayak. No, I didn't want to switch out into my swim trunks. What I did, what I had to do, I wore my regular shorts, not knowing that I was going to flip over. I said, man, here I got my nice Pumas on, and they're completely soaked. So I got to take these wet shoes back to Cleveland and get them dried out. So it's just the things that happen when you're on a trip. Somebody asked me about my hat. Yo. I had to cop this cap with this nice crown right here. It's walking on this. I'm gonna tell you. Let me tell you what it really about. For the past 3 weeks, I've been looking for a nice straw hat. Because the straw hat I have at home is not the quality that it should be. So I've been looking online, been pricing them, looking and pricing, looking and pricing, looking and pricing. So while in Tampa, on one of the beaches, off the they have the gift shops and everything. So I said, let me go look at this hat shop. I go in there, so they gotta have the hat I'm looking for. So I go in there and look inside there, and there it is. It's two. It's a pick between this one and another one. So I try the other one. The other one fit like a glove. I said, man, this is it, but it's not the color I want. So what I did was I said, let me try this one on. So I kept trying them on and off. I said, finally, I'm gonna get this one. Started talking to the dude. Said, yeah, I'm here on vacation, coming from Cleveland. Oh, my son is from Cleveland. I said, really? He said, yeah. Okay. So he said some things. He was checking. I was from Cleveland. I was checking what he knew about Cleveland. So why did he give me a 10% discount off on the hat? So I said, you know what? I teach courses online. You a teacher too? Okay, what we gonna do? We're gonna give you 5% for this and 5% for that. And you still pretty much you just give me 10% off. But the game in it is this: you got to know how to talk from one thing to people of all races, colors, whatever creeds, whatever the thing. But the other thing is, I already seen myself with the hat because I've been searching for it online. But when I seen it in person, I knew I had to grab it. So it fits me right. It's what I'm looking for, and it's my style. You know what I mean? It's real
Yes,
efficient.
sir.
Real
Yes,
efficient.
sir. Yes, sir. I would agree, man. So, like I said, man, you gotta make, you know what I'm saying, lemonade out of lemons, man. You have a bad situation, and to tag along what Lawrence just said, he said he had that vision in his mind already. So because he already had that vision in his mind, and to put onto both situations, it's all about the emotion that you put behind it, man. Like, as far as his wallet floating in the water, his emotion was, hey, however he took it, basically he didn't take it in a negative situation in a way that it would affect his vacation or his day. When it came to the hat, he put the emotion in his mind behind the vision that I'm going to get this hat. And because of that, bang, bang, man, you have a great experience, great vacation. Everything is all in your mind, man. Everything is all in your mind, man. Sometimes I know dudes who be taking vacations on the weekend at home. You know what I mean? They just do something different with their mind, how they move around and stuff like that, man. Everything is a mindset. And one thing I wanted to emphasize is the emotion that you put behind it too. Part of being a man is controlling your emotions. So in addition to controlling your emotion, that means when things come up, how do you perceive it? How do you view it? You know? I mean, that's your emotions, man. Are you upset? If you're upset, I'm not saying nobody should be upset, but how long are you upset? Are you upset the whole day? Are you upset for 5 hours? Like, come on. Like, if it ain't life threatening, if it ain't affecting your income, at least that's the way I look at it. You should be okay, man. Is your Hoppy
Definitely.
still in the building? I
Yeah,
guess not. Yeah, I
he
guess
must be
not. So
stuff on mute. So one of the key things here, this is like sudden death, super friends, as we all been traveling, or I think you about to travel in a few weeks, aren't you?
yeah, about a month and a half.
Yeah, definitely. So it's important that men get out and go travel and experience something new, and not get stuck in the rut of their lives, because you're so easy to get stuck into what you're used to doing that you miss enjoying life. So it's important. I mean, Alfie just came back from Brazil, and that whole experience expand his mental palette of what's out there, and what he's probably been to Brazil before, but it expanded his mental palate. The same with you when you coming back from you came back from Costa Rica, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, recently I came back from Medellin.
Medellin, right? So even there, that expands your mental palate. So pretty much, since it's sudden death, we only got an hour, and I am actually really tired, really tired. So it's important that guys begin to expand their mental palate. That means your palate is, we think about palate, we think about your tongue. You got different taste buds on there, but you need to expand your mental palate so that you can experience different parts of life. It's different, like you guys were saying on the travel part. That was deep, and going out there experiencing life. You can't get caught up in the same routine of life. What happens when you do that is you become almost non-existent because there's nothing that causes you to become alive.
Absolutely, absolutely. I was just speaking with a group of people today, and what I was telling them is that the biggest, not the biggest problem, one of the problems that I believe is that you can't tell somebody about something outside of the box. First of all, if they don't even know that outside of the box exists, and second of all, if they've never been out, even been outside of the box. Meaning, like I said, I'm from New York. I would say a lot of people from the boroughs, they've never even left their boroughs. I mean, excuse me, the state, let alone the country. So when I speak about things outside the country, they can't even comprehend what I'm saying. So I believe a lot of the stuff that we talk about with the traveling, like it's not really, it may not be really grasping people because they have no idea what we're talking about. It's like Neo getting unplugged from the Matrix, you know. So all we could do is talk in their ear, but until they actually get that passport, get it stamped, go through customs, all that, and then after all that, experience new culture, new food, new music, new people, new everything, man. They won't know what we're talking about.
That's what I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you something. What I decided to do. It's easy to come to Florida and go into the tourist area. So for the first initial time, I went to Clearwater, which was cool. Very touristy, real crowded. $20 to park for a whole day. $20 to $17 to park. I said I didn't want to do that. I wanted to go somewhere else. So I went to another beach, Manadora, I think that's what it was, beach, and it was perfect. I think I only spent it was $2.50 an hour for parking. So you just add that up. You can 4 hours. You can clear the map.
Exactly.
But the thing of it is, the beach was clean. The water was clear. We got some good food. I got some grouper, good food, and I also seen what I really wanted to see was some dolphins. So I was able to see that. But I wouldn't have
Nice.
the same experience, say, if I would have just been focusing just on the tourist area, which was in Clearwater, um, Florida, outside of Tampa. So it's important that you see the tourist side, but also like you guys were talking earlier, you get out and experience the other parts. I had such a good time just that laying on the beach, getting in the water, seeing people of all shapes and sizes.
Right.
I couldn't do nothing bad. And so it was good. It wasn't no people acting funny or anything like that, especially when you don't have that kind of energy on you. So it was perfect. So I think a lot of guys need to go. And now you say, well, why did you pick Tampa, Florida? I mean, why not? Sometimes you got to make baby steps. Not that I couldn't go out the country. Sometimes you need to make baby steps to get you to the next level to where you need to go. And sometimes maybe it means going to Miami. Maybe it means going to Vegas. Maybe it means making one step to go there, to make your next step to go out of the country. So it's great. What's up, Dwayne? Dwayne, I see you. See you in Toxic Crusader. I see you, King. I see you guys in there. So it's important that you make those steps to get out there. I remember like somebody said, I remember my first time coming to New York, the feeling, and it was amazing. Same here. I remember my first time coming to New York. My cousin was supposed to pick me up from the airport. I had to catch the shuttle into 125th in Harlem. So come on, I had to figure it out. I couldn't actually tourist. I had to hold my bag and do what I need to do. What's up, Dwayne? I see you. So it's important that guys make baby steps. If it means just going 2 hours outside of your hometown or wherever you at, make baby steps. If it means just going 2 hours outside of your hometown or wherever you at, make baby steps. If it means just going 2 hours outside of your hometown or wherever you at, make baby steps. If it means just going 2 hours outside of your hometown or wherever you at, make baby steps. If it means just going 2 hours outside of your hometown or wherever you at, make baby steps. If it means just going 2 hours outside of your hometown or wherever you at, make baby steps. If it means just going 2 hours outside of your hometown or wherever you at, make baby steps. If it means just going 2 hours outside of your hometown or wherever you at, make baby steps. If it means just going 2 hours outside of your hometown or wherever you at, make baby steps. If it means just going 2 hours outside of your hometown or wherever you at, make baby steps. If it means just going 2 hours outside of your hometown or wherever you at, make baby steps. If it means just going it's important that you guys get out there. It's very important because if you don't, you're becoming constantly going to shrink and you don't even realize it. You have to expand as a person.
Exactly, man. If you don't expand as a person, how can you expect your mind to expand? Like, I agree with you 100%, man. I could piggyback off that by saying I agree 100% as far as taking baby steps before you start going foreign. Like, if you're not somebody who's not accustomed to traveling like that, not you, Lawrence, but I'm just speaking in general. If you're somebody who's not accustomed to traveling, yeah, do the Vegas thing. You know what I mean? Do the LA thing. Do the Miami Beach or whatever you think is the thing out here. Do that because you got to get used to flying in the airplane, getting used to delays or whatever the case may be. Different prices, different attitudes, whatever the case may be. If you're not from New York, if you come to New York, you're gonna see a different type of attitude. But I highly suggest baby steps. I even tell my nephew, he's about 23. You know, he wants to go on trips with me to Medellin and DR and all that other stuff. But I be telling him like, nah, man, like you never even been to like South Beach before or Arizona, you know, or Vegas. The reason why I say do baby steps because, like I was saying before on another panel, you go to these spots without taking these baby steps, you know, you might get got because you know you're gonna see the most beautiful chick you've seen in the world, and you're gonna simp out. I don't, you know, you might think you red pill here, but you go out there, you got a chick cooking for you, washing your clothes after knowing you for like 12 and a half hours, and you ready to marry her and bring her back over here. So, nah, it's better to go see different chicks. Go to the South, Atlanta. You know what I mean? If you're from Northeast, go down South. See how a chick, you know, acts a little bit more feminine and stuff like that. See how a chick gives you choosing signals and stuff like that. But I agree 100%, man. Take them baby steps.
See a Super Friends from Will 33 says, Super Friends, what's up? Military man advice for a solo trip for the islands or South America. So he poses as a question. I'm not sure of how he's.
I think it's just saying advice to travel to South America and I guess the Caribbean islands he's speaking of.
Right.
Best thing I can tell you, man. It's short and sweet. Stick to your red pill principles, man. Chicks don't change. When I talk about true female nature, I'm not really just talking about chicks out here in America, man. I'm just talking about females and female true nature. I'm talking about females in general, man. So if you stick to your purpose, know that you're a king/god on this earth. You know what I mean? When you go out the country, it should remain the same, man. You're not just that in America. You're that person on this planet. So if you keep that, you know what I'm saying, and move accordingly, the females will have no choice but to move in their feminine frame, man. I'm telling you. And especially the most important thing I could tell you, when you go to these places, the Caribbean island in South America, who's this, Will? Well, I don't know if you black, white, whatever, but if you are black, you are exotic, and they will treat you as such. The same way we treat exotic women out here, special, and you know, you do extra for whatever. Yo, they'll do that for you, man. So act like the king god that you are on this planet, man, and everybody else will act accordingly.
Most definitely, definitely. See somebody else send a link, they're gonna beam them up. But yeah, definitely make those baby steps, and then also too something that a lot of things we don't even talk about. When you begin to travel, it actually changes the energy around you. It changes the energy in you, but it changes the energy around you. You start to vibrate at a whole different level than you do in the people that are in your city or in your circle. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
To vibrate at a whole different level. And what happens is, if you vibrate at a whole different level, you actually push people who are not in that vibration actually away. And they don't even
I can testify, man. That's exactly what's happening in my life now, man. Straight like that. A person that I've known for, let's just say, over 20 years, man. Like right before I started the channel, we got into something, and he's not in my life no more. And this dude lives like a quarter of a mile away from me. You know what I'm saying?
So definitely,
but yeah, man.
Definitely, you got to get out.
Ahead.
You definitely got to get out there in trouble. It is somebody. Okay, they trying
hey, yo. Yeah. Let me shout out the chat real quick. You know, shout out to Toxic Crusades. Shout out to Scream. Shout out to King. You already know what it is, man. Toxic Crusade had a question for me. You said you'll go overseas and will be spoiled, so nothing in the States will suffice. Hey, yo, I was just saying in another panel with Afi about a couple hours ago. I'm not 100% there yet, but like I told him, I can see the horizon, man, of me not fucking with American chicks, man. Like the way I've been treated. Okay, I'm gonna give you the two examples that I gave real quick. One time I was overseas and was with a chick. We was watching the fucking NBA playoffs, man. I wasn't even thinking about fucking this bitch, man. I was waiting for another bitch to come over. Cause she's over, we watching basketball, and you know as they say, one thing led to another, and we finished smashing, and she takes a shower. Boom. We talk a little bit more. We watch the end of the game, and I take my shower. When I come out, we talk a little bit more, and she bounces. After she bounces, I look around. I'm like, yo, something's different about here, man. And it took me a couple seconds, but then I realized, oh shit, she took all my clothes I was throwing around throughout my day, staying in my spot, and she just folded that shit up and just threw it in the corner of the couch, of the couch. Now, when I came out the shower, she didn't come to me and say, oh, look what I did. She didn't come to me and say, oh, looking around like, oh, look, don't you notice something I need validation for doing? Nah, she didn't even bring that shit up. I had to notice that shit after she left. So, and you got chicks out here dealing with a dude for who knows half a year, never washed his clothes or nothing like that, never folded his shit or nothing like that. The other example I gave was I went somewhere, met a chick, brought her to the spot. Next morning, long story short, I was looking in the fridge. She was just standing behind me. She started asking how my stove works, and once I showed her how my stove works, she was asking if my friend was also hungry, because she's about to whip up some eggs and all that without me even asking. Yes, sir.
Yo, 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 yo. Can everybody hear me?
Yes, sir. Who that? Yes, sir. Oh, this YPG? Yes,
baby.
Sir. There you go.
Yeah,
In the building. Let's do
we
this.
got the passport God, Mr. I can take some cinnamon, Coach Down P, King P. Hey, just to, first and foremost, man, y'all don't understand how valuable this information is, and y'all don't understand how much this means to me and everybody else that come here, because not only does it come from a place of authenticity, I think I can speak for everyone else when I say this is life-changing information. It really is.
Got to mute your background because it's bleeding through.
All right, hold on. Let me see. Is that better?
Yeah. So
right.
Go ahead.
So yeah, what I was saying is that I've been on this journey for some time now, and every single one of y'all, I follow y'all individually, and just the information is just life changing, and I'm just to say that it's been a blessing is an understatement. But we're speaking about travel, correct?
Go ahead with it.
All
yes,
right.
sir.
Now, I've been to every single continent except Antarctica, and there hasn't been a place that I've been to where, I stand corrected. When I was in Britain, I wasn't getting laid, but everywhere that I went, not only did I get to see true femininity, but treated like a king.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. It was because I had never experienced anything like this before.
It was life-changing.
Life-changing is an understatement as well, because,
yes, sir.
I was talking to Coach Don P, and I told him in Korea, you see what I'm saying, it's a part of the culture. If a woman doesn't, you see what I'm saying, cater to her husband, her man, she's looked down upon. Like, you are shunned if you don't cater to your man. Ask Modern Life Dating, and I'm pretty sure it's the same thing.
Absolutely. So that's probably why he's out there, man.
It spoiled me so much that when I came back to the States, because I was overseas for some time, so when I came back to the States, I got a reality check. And it was, it was so funny to me, because I'm like, damn, I'm dealing with, all right, because King C did a drop today. He said over in Brazil, Halle Berry is a 7. Over in Brazil, Jennifer Lopez is a regular girl. It's the same thing with Germany. Germany is like, if any of y'all have never been to Germany, I would say it's probably like the New York of Europe because you have so many different people in this one country. So I'm dealing with a girl that I could bring over here, and they would be, you see what I'm saying? She would be stopping traffic, and then I had to come home and deal with some around the way girls. I was like, no, I gotta go back. I have to go back.
Thank you. Yes, I understand.
But I had to learn a lesson though. The
yo,
lesson that I learned.
Go ahead, yo. Tell me, real quick.
What's the good
part?
Ahead,
tell me the lesson you learned.
What's the good parts of Germany too?
The good part, well, I was in Kaiserslautern. I was in Wiesbaden. I was in, well, I mean, to answer your question, Germany is Germany. You see what I'm saying? Because you have the Turkish women. Oh shit. Hey, these Turkish dudes, they don't like it at all. If you fucking with a Turkish girl, they will let it be known. They're not going for that. Now, I don't know if any of y'all remember, but it was a VJ. Her name was Ananda Lewis. Do any of y'all remember her?
Not familiar. Yeah.
Okay, Turkish women have this. They have that complexion like her. They just have this nice, even tone tan. And what's so cool about it, the women, the women over there, man, they have whorehouses. There's no point for you to even go to those whorehouses, man. That's how easy it is. If you are a minority in Germany, it's a wrap. It is a wrap.
I'm telling you, dudes gotta know what it feels like to be exotic in the spot, man. But you walk somewhere and everybody's looking at you, yo, on the low.
And they're curious. Now, I'll probably say, like I said, England, I was trying my hardest, wasn't getting no play. Africa, now I had to go there to see that it wasn't like that it was on TV. But another thing that I learned, like African women, they love white dudes. You know what I'm saying? They love white dudes, man. I was in Djibouti, and because the French are stationed there. You'll be surprised. But I have a love for natural beauty, like wake up in the morning, go outside. No cosmetics, no nothing. And in Djibouti, it's a country full of women who have the most amazing, out of this world, like King Fee said, these Grand Theft Auto default bodies. You could be like, how could you be so small with a body like this? You know what I'm saying? Humble, on the earth, that are genuinely into you, not what you have. I mean, most men will never experience true female nature. No, I stand corrected. Most men will never experience true femininity unless they travel overseas.
Exactly. That's what I said in the other joint, man. A lot of dudes don't even know what we're talking about. When you talk about femininity, they don't know what we're talking about. Especially a lot of these dudes from New York, man. I'm telling you, they really think these hard-body chicks is how women are. I'm like, nah, family. Nah, women are supposed to be soft. You're supposed to be hard. They ain't supposed to be two hard people with each other, man. That shit don't rock with each other, man. That shit don't balance.
Before I like to continue, can I give a shout out to my coach Don P with that dog? You see what I'm saying? Like that dog is nice. I had to put that on the chat the other day. I said, hey, that joint is real nice, man. That's my speed right there. That's how I dress.
Right.
Another thing that I had to really learn is that nowadays, that video that I made called the Code Approaches the Bold Approach. I had got into it with the guy at my job. A lot of men are giving up, man. They don't even want to put in the work. They don't want to put in the work. And it has nothing to do with a female. It has everything to do with becoming the best version of yourself. That's what I be trying to tell people. They
have a defeatist mentality.
Do you know this one dude at my job was talking about this? He was talking about a sex version of himself. That's what he was talking about, a sex doll, and I think it cost like a couple of grand or whatever the case may be.
Yep.
But this guy was trying to justify why he got it and was saying how, oh man, women are scandalous at this, and I was like, yeah, we know these things, but you have to know how to deal with women so none of this stuff will happen to you. There's no substitution for the real thing. Because when you get a sex doll, that means that you're announcing to the world that you are an inferior male. I don't care. I'm sorry.
And that you gave up. I feel like they say that they gave up, man. They playing checkers at that point. Because I'll be saying, a lot of people be like, oh, true female nature. When you talk about it, oh, you women hate this, that. I'm not women bashing, man. I love women that love me, like I say. But I say all that to say, like, you're supposed to take that information that I give as far as what true female nature is and use it to your advantage. That's when you elevate to playing chess. Dudes gotta learn how to be checkmaters is what I said in one of my videos, man. But you know, like I said, a lot of dudes got defeatist mentalities. They never grew up with an example of what a man is, how a man goes through adversity, how a man, you know what I'm saying, looks at adversity like ways of steel sharpening steel, man. Imagine if everybody didn't go through what they went through, whether it be homeless, deaths in the family, whatever the case may be, man. All those things brought us to where we are today, right now, man, at this second. You know what I mean? So that's why I be looking back in time and being like, yo, I wouldn't change nothing that happened in my life, man. Everything was supposed to happen. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
To quote Bruce Lee, he said, I'm paraphrasing, but he basically said, you shouldn't pray to God for a good life, man. You should pray to God to be able to, you know what I'm saying, have the strength to take the burdens of life, man. That's what life is about, man. Balance, man. You need sunny days and rainy days, man. Can you
For real.
stand both? Yeah,
That's what
straight like that.
the man, his resilience. But hey, coach,
It,
I've been wanting to ask you for a while, you know, because you know, obviously you don't have any children. King Fee, you don't have any children. But you know, coach, you
I
have
don't got no
kids.
kids.
Hey, and I don't blame you. But you know, I have a son, and Coach Don P. You know, I want to raise him. Not now. I want to. I'm raising him now to be a warrior. You see what I'm saying? I'm raising him now to realize his true purpose. You see what I'm saying? Because like every day, like before he goes to sleep, I make sure that he recites our house creed. I make sure he tells me his name. You see what I'm saying? I remind him that he is the king, that he is the warrior.
That's what's up.
And I just need to know that I need to know some other like tips and stuff to in fact raise my son because he's only 3 years old. But I just it wasn't passed down from my father to me, you know, his grandfather to my father. So I just need to know that I'm doing the right thing.
Okay, that's a good question. Even at 3 years old, the biggest thing that you can do, and the biggest thing you can do, you doing the creed, you got him starting out, he's still young. But the biggest thing that you can do is to live the life in front of him.
Damn.
Kids learn more not by what you say, by what you do.
Damn.
See me live a life of heartaches, disappointments, or I pull myself back up. They see me live the life. That is a bigger testimonial than me saying A, B, C, D, E, F, G. It's when I see it. It's when I seen Alfie in Brazil, it's a bigger testimony. It's when I seen Red Pill in Costa Rica, Medellin, it's a bigger testimonial. It's when I seen you coming into the chat room is a bigger testimonial than anything that you can even say. It's the life that you live in front of a child. It's like they say in a certain circles, more is caught than taught.
Damn. More is caught than taught.
More than
Cold blooded.
more is so a lot of times we think I give you an example when I was with my mentor in New York. He tons of books. He had one author, he had all the author's books. But it was the day-to-day watching him interact and how he did things taught me more than any book that he wrote or the books that he studied because I see him live out the example of those things. And the same thing with my own dad. So it's that more is taught than taught. So even though we teach on these platforms, it's the life that we live because you can tell who's living this and who's not. It's when your words and when your actions line up and they're in sync order that you become authentic. So your son need to see you as authentic in what you're saying. You can be saying left, right, left, but if you're not doing it, all your words are just become empty shells with no life inside of them. And the seed will never plant deep inside of him because he never seen you live that life. So that doesn't mean now you know, start living crazy, whatever crazy may be, but you start living as an example. I'm gonna tell you something I told my son's mother. I said, I'm not dealing with the boys. That's what we call them, the boys. I'm dealing with my grandkids right now. I am pouring into my grandkids now because what I pour into them will be poured into my grandkids. So I'm dealing with my grandkids right now. I don't have no grandkids. and I'm dealing with them right now because I'm dealing with them via my sons. You see my point?
I see exactly where you're coming from.
So even with the guys who don't have kids, we are still impacting those around us by not just by the words that we say, but how we live our lives. Like I said, we can all come on this platform. You can say some wonderful, beautiful words. We can matriculate from the higher echelons of the educational field and medical field. But at the end of the day, it's who we are when the lights turn off. That's what's more important. It's the life that you really live. Are you really living this life that you profess? Many people profess, but they don't have the walk to back up their profession. It's important. That's why I say when I seen Alfie, I've seen his previous videos, and when I seen him in Brazil, and I seen Red Pill in Medellin, Colombia, they connected his words with action. When I seen you connecting, I seen the video you sent me. I didn't forget about that. It connected me with your words with your action. So a lot of times we need to connect our words with our action.
And that's where I'm at right now. You know, I'm not really gonna get too much into it because I'm a firm believer in receipts. But just last week,
put your page in the chat. What up? Let's get it done. Put your channel in the chat.
Oh, you talking about me, Coach?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm on mobile. You see what I'm saying? So I can't even do the jump. But yeah, like what I was saying is last week, and this is so easy how this happened because I'm transitioning out of the career field, and I'm gonna bring this full circle into this thing we call game and everything else. But the universe was just like, hey, I'm gonna give you a shot. Are you ready for it? And last week that's what it was.
Yeah, it be like that.
That's what it was because out of nowhere, calling this lady because this is a place called I'm a veteran. The organization called the U.S.
70 right now, man. He has 65. Give him 70.
It was oh yeah, hey, check out my new video, man. Artificial Love, man. That joint talk that dude with them sex dolls. You know what I'm saying? Like, man. But anyways, hey, let me not get off track. So basically, what I'm saying was I was calling this lady from this place called U.S. Vets Group for months. Never got any phone calls, and then basically I was just like, fuck it, I don't even care anymore. And the incident happened with me and my old lady were going through it, and then out of nowhere, I got this phone call about making this transition into the IT field. Granted, by the grace of the Almighty, I don't have to pay for certifications, and these certifications, a guy in my last job, he went from $6 to six figures in a matter of months off of one cert. One cert.
Boop.
So I said, what was that?
That's how it be, man. Go ahead.
Off of one certification. So, I'm sitting there in this meet with this lady, and she was like, why you, because she was trying to figure out why I was so, like my face had a poker face on. And I just told her, I said, see myself at the finish line. I just felt the confetti falling. I felt me hoisting the Larry O'Brien trophy, popping champagne, because this is where it stopped. And it's going to be a lot of sleepless nights. There's going to be a lot of sacrifices that's going to be made. But at the end of the day, as long as I'm leaving a legacy, that's all that matters. Because we are defined by the legacy that we leave. So I remember when I would listen to a King Fee, when I would listen to Coach Don P. And at the beginning, my mindset was focused solely on females. But what's so cold about it is that the baddest bitch I ever got in my life, I didn't even work hard for them. I didn't. They came to me.
Y'all heard that? Y'all heard what he just said?
If I'm lying, I'm flying. The baddest bitches I ever got in my life, nature took its course and it came to me.
You attracted her.
It says something, and mind you, I was like 18 amongst grown men and women, but yet they were coming to me. So it must have been something. And at the time, I didn't know the stuff that I know now. But, me and my aloof, you see what I'm saying, masculine nature, whatever it was, you see what I'm saying, me not being focused on no females attracted to me. So where I'm at now, I'm only focused on power. I told King Fee the other day, I said, I'm not, unless it's a specific situation, I'm not talking about females. I'm not going to email Dom P about no female. Now, when he drops a video, I'm going to listen to it because I need to soak up the game that's being kicked. But I'm not, I hate seeing messages in the chat talk about some shit that they talked about 4 or 5 months ago. Y'all not taking notes?
Nah.
Y'all still asking day one questions?
Because they expecting people to drop videos every day, man, saying the same shit. That's what they used to. Nah, man, I'm dropping gems and keeping it moving, man.
Man, get my man the 70s. Y'all sitting up listening to him talk. Subscribe to his channel. I put his channel on.
So the moral of the story is, man, like I'm telling y'all, this is, man, like you don't understand. When I was in there meeting, like I had tears in my eyes because this my shot. Like I'm on straight Kobe Bryant Mamba. Nothing else matters. Nothing else matters to me now because the dude, he only had one certification and he's making $160,000 now. One cert? Nah, bro. It's game time.
Exactly. Fuck that.
It is game time. So
all right, that's a mentality right there. That's a mindset.
And it's all about dominance. There's no reason why anybody that's subscribed to y'all on dominating in life in all facets. In all facets. There's no reason. You know, some people just come to y'all like all right, when King Fee dropped that live, they still talk about that Brazil, that Triple X shit. Fuck that. Talk about the sites that he visited. Talk about the food that he was eating. Y'all still talk about that. Man, that shit is nothing to me.
Exactly. They still stuck on pussy, man. They still stuck on the pussy.
I don't get it.
Who else? Press 1, man. That's 2 more than people need to be pressing 1.
I don't get it. So, Coach Don P, man, it was something that, you know, and I'll get it with you offline about it, but that course. Hey, RPC, you need to drop an audio book too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to drop some audio books, man. Like, cause you be off the wall. But you know, Coach Don P, the course, man, it was something that really stuck out to me, like the first video. And
go ahead.
I'm not really gonna get what's that?
Just say it. You can go ahead and say it. It's cool.
Okay, all right. You know, because you were talking about finding her within you. It took me so long for me to wrap my head around it, and I still don't quite have it, but it's starting to make sense now. It's really starting to make sense. You know, Warren B. Lance, he suggested that, because have you ever heard of Master Yao?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Absolutely.
He has a book called Awakening the Master Masculine, and Warren B. Lance said get Awakening the Master Feminine, and it's like, what the fuck did I want to get that book for? So then because I listened to the course every day. And when you was like finding her within you and something just clicked, I said, okay, it's starting to make sense now. It's starting to make sense. So from that time that I actually started studying all of this stuff until now, you know, do you know that random shit just happened? Like I recorded a video of this Brazilian lady just coming talking to me out of nowhere. I taped it because it was weird. You see what I'm saying? It was just weird as shit. I was like, why the fuck is this happening? You see what I'm saying? Random ladies at 7-Eleven just coming up, striking up conversation. I'm minding my business. So I'm like, okay, the universe is showing me signs. Whatever I'm doing, I need to keep at it.
So let me drop something about that, and not to go too far in the course. It's this. How can I say this? There are no other people in your world but you. You only find others. Only find yourself in others. I find myself in Redfield. Find myself in Alpha. Find myself in BOA. I find myself in you. You only find yourself in other people. So, in essence, when I said I'm finding her inside of me, is that first I look in me and pull her out and present it to me.
Okay. Now, if y'all don't have this course, y'all doing yourself a disservice. This is daily listening for me. And what's so cold about it, they've been dropping free games for so long. All of y'all been dropping free games for so long. It's better than half of the shit that these motherfuckers are paying for. I don't really understand it. There's no reason. I don't understand it. There's no reason why you're not taking advantage of these opportunities. You know, nobody had. Yeah, go ahead, Coach.
I'm going to tell you the reason what the problem is. I think Alpha, when he came back with Brazil, caught the bug. Well, this is this. This is the problem. And we said it before. I think I said it before on a couple of packs. I don't know, with Super Friends or another. I'm saying it. I'll say it in here. There has to be exchange for the information that's given because we're given our energy. So all money is just energy. We put monetary value on it because of our mental, but there must be exchange from the information is given, which is energy, and then money is just energy. So that I give you this energy, you give me back that energy, and it keeps the cycle of circulation going. So it's not robbery. So what most people are used to is receiving without giving.
Mm.
So they're now in the welfare mentality and they stop the cycle from flowing in their life. And it only works when you pay for it. So when the pimp says, he says that the game is not what told,
So
is
Not to be
yeah,
sold.
the reason why he said that. The soul we think is just money. The soul is your actions when you apply what he's saying. It's when actions, there must be an exchange. I can tell you all this, but until you put actions, hey, hence money or energy to it, does it become more realistic to it? And most people would never get all this because they never have not put any energy, i.e., money, to say this is important to me. It's when when I was with my mentor in New York, that I say, I need to get what you have, $300 here, $500 here, $1,000 here, that I gave to into that organization. So most people don't value it. So a lot of stuff that we're giving away for free, it's really I'm doing a disservice by giving it away for free. We're doing a
Facts.
disservice to everybody on YouTube when we give this information for free. And the reason why we're doing it because our mentalities have not elevated and says this is of value. And I'm not comparing myself to anybody else, white, black, Chinese, Oriental. I don't care about none of those. I have not valued enough to say this costs this much. People will pay. That's the hence why I haven't really did. I say me personally have not did one-on-one because there's a cost with it. Vice versa, it's a cost that you give it because you're giving your time and your income in that way. So there has to be an exchange that takes place. We give too much free game on YouTube. I think Ron Wills had got on Alfie about that. He said, you're giving too much. He even got on me about it. So you sharing too much, I don't even share to my elite people. So it's once you realize how valuable this is a deeper lesson. You you have to realize how valuable you are. Are you willing to invest in your own self? Most guys really want the free side without investing in themselves. I invest in myself by going and by getting a book on Kindle, or I go and read. I invest in my time. I invest so I can live it and then give it back out.
I don't even know what to
Absolutely.
say. You know what I'm saying? I'm just taking notes. You know, I'm but a humble student, and at the end of the day, once again, when I first came in here, I said that you don't understand how important and life changing that the material that y'all are putting out is. I mean, the thing I like about Super Friends is that each of y'all bring a different perspective, but it's all about the same thing. It's all about men being men, reclaiming their power, because you don't understand how disheartening it is at my job
Hmm.
to see a masculine,
Mm.
to see
Yeah,
a
used to it.
masculine man. Dudes walking around with their tails tucked between their
Yep.
legs. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
I'm listening to a guy the other like okay, the sex dog is one. But I'm listening to this other dude. They were talking about how, because I was talking to this guy about me buying a bike. And this guy was like, yeah, man, I had like 5 bikes at one time. And I was like, damn, what you do with all your bikes? He was like, man, my girl kept complaining, so I got rid of like 3 of them, so now I just have 2. And I was like, what is she complaining for? She was like, it was taking up so much space and this and that. And I was like, did she live with you? He was like, nah, I just have my house and she comes. I was like, so what the fuck are you giving up? I just couldn't figure it out. So ultimately,
It's the pussy. But go ahead.
man, it's ultimately, like I was saying earlier, I'm not coming to y'all asking y'all anything about no females. All I'm talking about is dominance. That's all I'm talking about. Now, all the information that y'all drop collectively and individually, I'm gonna soak it up and I'm gonna apply it to my life. But I'm not coming to y'all unless it's something specific. I'm not talking about no females at all. At all.
That's
Like
what's
they
up.
don't.
Hey,
Exactly. For what?
we didn't hit the mark. So what I'm gonna do is I was dead ass serious when I said I want my man to hit 70. Man, I like solid numbers like that, and y'all sitting up listening. So I'm gonna play a song. He need to be at 70. If he not at 70, good night, y'all.
Hey, you know what? You know what, Coach? The stuff that I'm talking about is the moral of the story is application, because none of this stuff matters if it's over people's heads in the chat, putting up ones and fire emojis and shit like that. None of that stuff matters to me. If you're not
It
applying
matters right now
doesn't.
because they supposed to do something, and so if they can't do that something simple, then they disrespecting the time. See, so let me play the song.
Straight like that.
What I'm doing.
We need 2 people to subscribe to him. That's it.
That's it. Get it popping, fellas. Get them likes
up. And at the
up.
end of the day, if y'all subscribing to me, hey, if y'all don't like what y'all hear, call me out. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is we have to set standards, man. You see what I'm saying? I'm coming from a place of authenticity. I've been there. Like, I've seen it all. I've done it all. And at the end of the day, listen to what these guys are telling y'all, man. There should be no reason why y'all dominate in life in every single facet, man. Like, once I started to apply our teachings, my life has changed for the better. Like, I'd be lying if I said, that my success was linear. I went from A to B because I went through a lot of hardships. Still going through it, but at the end of the day, I could see the light at the end of the tunnel.
It's about the journey, man. That's the destination.
Let the song journey, not the destination. Just hit your number, man. Just let the song ride, man. Let them come to your channel to hear your rants.
Hey, I gotta get on it because I got this little breezy. Hey, you know what? Hey, I started doing this little phone sex thing. I call it my phone voice. You see what I'm saying? Met a new little breezy, and I've been talking with her. You see what I'm saying? And it's been working, man. I've been getting my little daddy on, man. I'm about to go ahead and handle that now. But man, if y'all are not dominating every facet of life, if y'all not taking what these gentlemen are saying and applying it, y'all are doing yourselves a disservice, man. I can't thank y'all enough. I appreciate it. To say that is an understatement, man. Super friends, you already know. Coach Don P, King P, Passport God. I'm gonna get up with y'all, man. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yo, YPG, man. Anytime, man. Appreciate you, family.
Sure, man. Any last words for the fellas, man? Y'all before we check out. He got his 71. How come when you just don't see it? Just do it. If I just say it one time, why we gotta?
You got throwing the song on for people to start subscribing, huh?
Yeah, man.
That's it.
Yo, I start to close out. Shout out to everybody listening on the live chat. Shout out to everybody listening on the playback. It's the Red Pill Chauvinist, your braggadocious, yet very humble host. Check out my channel, the Red Pill Chauvinist Show. I don't say this enough. Instagram, the Red Pill Chauvinist _ YouTube. But as far as my channel, like they stated, you can check out my travel vlog when I went to Costa Rica. I got my Dominican experience vlog coming up soon. But right now, I got the Manipulated Man Chapter 4, titled Sexual Power, man. Y'all definitely check that out, man. It talks about basically where women's sexual power started, how it flourished and manifested from their moms, pops, and society, man. I mean, it's getting a lot of views, so y'all definitely should check it out, man. Make sure you leave some thoughts and comments. I appreciate that. I usually get back, not usually, I get back to about 99.8% of people that comment, man. So hit me up, subscribe. Because also, I need to get to 1,000 subscribers, man, just to do my lives now. So until I get to 1,000 subscribers, I can't do my lives. So everybody, share, let everybody know about the Red Pill Show over this, man. I'm trying to get to 1,000, man. After that, I don't give a damn after that, man, to be honest. But, yo, everybody else, Lawrence D., Alfie King, appreciate y'all, man. Great show, as usual.
Sure. Lawrence?
Check me out, Lawrence D. Adams, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, starting to pull. I'm going to start next week pulling off. I'm going to start pulling off videos, and it's going to be harder to get in contact with me. I know.
Uh-oh. Well, it looks like y'all got to start training, man, to get the expert level game soon. And just to salute to that, I'm gonna play this, and then
salute to BOA, man. He just checked in.
BOA, what up, fam? From the late night sudden death.
Gotta go.
Sudden death. 1 hour. Blah, blah.
A little extra.
Shout out to Josh, man, on the super chat. Josh says, "Oh, it's top-notch game." Well, I appreciate that, sir.
He's playing, man.
Hey, yo. Salute again. Salute to BOA. Salute to Will 33. Toxic Crusades. Shout out to Whiskey the Dawn. China White. Appreciate you for being here, man. Flower Master 8. Shout out to you coming through. Mars is dope. King, as usual, man. You know the users, man. Love the users coming through. Dwayne the main. Shout out to you, man. Everybody up in here. Frosty. Shout out to you, man.
All right, man. We out.